A $500 first-person view drone is right now transforming a $15 million main battle tank into an expensive iron coffin on modern battlefields. At the Eurosatory Defense Exhibition on June 15, 2026, France officially unveiled the France CAPINT main battle tank prototype to confront this exact tactical nightmare. The sudden appearance of the France CAPINT tank and its revolutionary unmanned turret is not just a luxury technology showcase, but a critical gamble by Paris to save its armored forces from becoming entirely defenseless. Leading global defense analysts argue that the traditional heavy armor design has officially reached its physical limits against lethal top-attack munitions. For the French army, the stakes are historically high because their current fleet of Leclerc main battle tanks is projected to become obsolete by 2037. Compounding this crisis, the Main Ground Combat System, a multi-billion-dollar next-generation tank project jointly developed by France and Germany, has been officially delayed until after 2045 due to deep industrial disagreements. Facing a devastating 10-year capability gap, where their heavy brigades could be left completely exposed and useless on a high-intensity European battlefield, French military planners are running out of options. On paper, their only tactical salvation would be to completely remove human beings from the turret itself. When the traditional layout of a combat vehicle dictates that a single drone strike can destroy both the machine and its highly trained crew, moving the soldiers into a heavily armored capsule inside the hull is a radical but necessary evolution. Can an automated robot turret truly rescue the heavy tank from total battlefield extinction? Or is this just another overly complex and expensive experiment? Before we go on, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our deep defense breakdowns. And tell me where you are watching from. To understand why France had to build this intermediate platform, we must look at the structural failure of European defense cooperation. The cornerstone of French future armored warfare was supposed to be the Main Ground Combat System. Established in 2012, this joint project between Paris and Berlin aimed to replace the French Leclerc and German Leopard 2 by 2035. However, over a decade of intense political infighting and industrial rivalry between French contractor Nexter and German giants Rheinmetall and Cross-Maffei Wegmann completely paralyzed the initiative. In late 2023, both nations admitted that the operational deployment of this joint tank had slipped past 2045. This 15-year delay left the French army facing a catastrophic operational void, as its current fleet of 200 Leclerc tanks will reach the absolute end of their service lives between 2035 and 2037. Compounding this political gridlock is a brutal physical reality exposed during high-intensity conflicts in Eastern Europe between 2022 and 2026. Traditional Western main battle tanks are engineered to survive frontal engagements, but they are increasingly vulnerable from above. To protect a three-man crew inside a standard turret against plunging anti-tank missiles and loitering munitions, engineers have been forced to add massive layers of composite and reactive armor. This approach has pushed modern vehicle weights beyond 70 metric tons, making them far too heavy for 80% of existing bridges and infrastructure in Eastern Europe. The traditional design paradigm has officially hit a physical wall, where adding more armor simply makes the vehicle a sluggish, logistics-heavy target that is still susceptible to a $500 drone strike. France found itself backed into a strategic corner, facing a critical 10-year gap with a rapidly aging tank fleet that is physically unprepared for the evolving technological threats of modern combat. This tactical emergency is exactly why the France CAPINT main battle tank was built, engineered specifically to serve as a high-tech shield. The heart of this new system is the revolutionary ASCALON unmanned turret developed by France. By stripping human operators out of the turret entirely, engineers have dramatically shrunk the visible profile of the vehicle, making it an incredibly difficult target for enemy sensors. This non-intrusive design allows the three-man crew to be completely consolidated inside an extremely well-protected titanium and composite citadel at the very front of the chassis, effectively insulating them from catastrophic secondary ammunition explosions. The firepower integrated into this remote platform is engineered for absolute overmatch. The ASCALON 120mm smoothbore gun utilizes an advanced autoloader mechanism with a 22-round capacity. More importantly, this weapon architecture features a scalable design that can be completely rebarreled into a massive 140mm variant in less than a few hours right on the front lines. This system is already highly mature, having completed a historic world-first milestone in January 2026 by successfully executing a dynamic firing campaign on the move in Portugal, with over 300 rounds expended. To completely neutralize the threat of loitering munitions, the design incorporates a fully integrated multi-layer counter-drone ecosystem. This architecture features automated defense systems like the ARX-30 remote weapon station, firing 30mm airburst ammunition to detonate incoming aerial threats before they can impact the vehicle. Furthermore, the electronic core is built around an open digital architecture designed to command an organic network of 1 or 2 robotic wingmen on the ground. Leading tactical evaluations indicate that when the first operational units deploy in the early 2030s, this combination of active hard-kill defense and robotic wingmen will completely shift the tactical balance of power. While this configuration presents an exceptional leap forward, it forces global militaries into a profound tactical dilemma. The integration of advanced artificial intelligence, robotic wingmen, and multi-layer active protection systems has driven the projected cost of a single France CAPINT main battle tank to an estimated $15 to $18 million. This creates a critical strategic tension between two opposing military philosophies. On one side is the Western doctrine of hyper-technological qualitative overmatch, which treats the preservation of highly trained human crews as the absolute priority, regardless of the staggering financial cost. On the other side is the emerging doctrine of mass and economic attrition, which argues that a multi-million-dollar asset can still be overwhelmed by a coordinated swarm of low-cost expendable weapons. Furthermore, this unmanned turret architecture introduces a dangerous single point of failure that is often ignored. By removing the crew from the turret, the entire system becomes entirely dependent on a dense network of optical sensors and external cameras. Defense analysts point out that even if the heavy armor remains fully intact, simple artillery fragmentation or small arms fire can easily shatter these exposed lenses. This leaves a high-tech vehicle completely blind and operationally useless on a chaotic battlefield, without the crew ever having the option to manually look outside. Ultimately, the development of this intermediate platform proves that the era of the traditional manned turret is rapidly drawing to a close. France has shown that the only way for the heavy tank to survive the next few decades is to evolve into a digital command hub for robotic networks. If you were managing a national defense budget, would you invest $18 million in a single high-tech tank, or allocate those resources toward tens of thousands of autonomous drones? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.